And here you immediately move there. Let's see if it's a good call. Because you move to the fight, but the minions are more important. Is there any minions? No, okay, you don't have any minions right here. You're just moving to Kindred. That's positive. The wave just came, but you're never going to get to that wave. And you immediately move. The distance between you and the fight is not so big. And you don't have an alternative in a wave. So in this case, you moved immediately to the fight. That's fine. You stay with the Kindred.
That's tragic. That part's tragic. That's just sad.
You should also like think about the wave. You should also think about the wave because the wave comes back and you're losing minions the more you stay here. So you need to get back a sap. This is fine that you're like helping him, but now you need to go back to the lane, especially after, yeah, it's kind of sad that it resets, but it is what it is. So go back to bot. Don't forget about your minions. And this right here is bad because you already took a decision where from this point right here, look, you're missing minions. That's fine decision because we're invading. It's not like you can like stay 1v2. The fight was close to you, or at least this invade was close to you. So that's fine that you invested 15 seconds in your jungle. But from this point, you have to be like, wait a second. Enemy top lane is level 8. I'm level 5. I want to help my jungle, but I want to prioritize my minions. So in this case right here, I helped him, but now I need to make a balance between helping my jungle and going on the wave. So now, since I already wasted a lot of time, let me just take the XP. So this call right here, you should only go on board if it's a very reliable kill. If it's like a super low guy, or if this is like not a Kindred, it's like Elise, and she can just cocoon him, and we can just get, because now this right here, we should prioritize the minions more. Especially this call. This call is bad. Because here, the fight is not close to you anymore. If you would have ult, then maybe, because you can join it easier. But in this case, as you can see, it is not far from you, but you're just losing the wave. You should prioritize the wave. So ideally, you're on the wave, you see Kindred is fighting, you hard push the wave in the tower, Smolder is stuck, and then you move. There are situations where you're right here on the wave, and you have to choose, do I fight or do I take the wave? If the fight is really close to you, like if you are, like, okay, let's see. And then, so let's say you're right here with the waves. Like, should I push the wave and then make sure they are in the tower, or should I move? If the fight is incredibly close, like if the fight is like there, I would always push because it's too far. There, always push because it's too far. There, always push. Thing is, if it's here, 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 if it's pretty close to you, there are situations where if you think it's a reliable fight, you can move right away without pushing the wave. So if it's close to you, you can always consider to move first to the fight and give up the wave. If it's far from you, like 2-3 screens away, then it's better to push the enemy to get in the tower and then move after. That's how it works. Okay. Let's see. And then you went in. We talked about the Q right here. Yeah. Not using Q, right? Just Q. You get isolated on the bard and is, yeah, you kept it a lot. Okay, and now you should remember the wave bot. I can't waste a lot of time here. Let's see. Then you go to the lane, keeping the wave here, pushing. It was actually good to keep the wave there. How much do you need for the item? Do you know?
At this point, I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's somewhere like around, I don't know, 1100, 1200.
The whole item?
I meant like whatever I have left at this point.
Okay. So for Kraken Slayer, how much is it?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, let's look it up. So it is. We have Retrix, we have Recurve Bow. Just need 1.2 plus 400, you need 600, 1.6. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed?
Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where, as AD carry, you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides, and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid-game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster. And they are not alone, they are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth, this was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
1.625. Okay, so now you don't have the item, so then why do we push? Because you come back in the lane, you need 600 gold for the item, it's not like you need mana or HP, and this wave state is a beautiful state for you. Why do I say that? Why do I say it's a good state for you? What do I mean by that?
It's gonna push into us, so Pike can just pull them under.
Exactly.
They have to walk up to get XP or minions.
Exactly. So that's a great wave state for you. I would keep it here. I mean, okay, if you have Kraken Slayer in base, don't get me wrong, I'll push this shit out of this lane, crush it and recall. But it don't. At least not yet. So yeah, just, you know, keep it there, you know, let's get some kills, and then when you have Kraken Slayer, you can just push. Okay, let's see. Then we go for him. Let's see the combo right here. Auto, that's fine. We go in, auto. Like here you should W, because if you W, pop him. Always try to get a passive with a W, so you can pop him completely. Then you kill him, and then you push, and then you should recall immediately. Of course, in this case, you need a bit more gold for the item. You should look, before you actually choose to go for a plate, you should look at the HP of the plate. 1, the Bard is dead and we see 9 seconds dead timer. That is huge. So you're 1v2, you're safe of enemy bot lane. 2, it's a Shyvana, you have a great vision on the jungle, so even if she comes, it's very unlikely you're gonna die. You even have barrier and flash, but this should not be needed. You need a little bit more gold for the item. The HP of the plate is pretty healthy, but you have good items. The fact that you take the plate here is good, as long as you take only 1. No need to take more, because you already have the Kraken Slayer in base. So we go for some coal, forgot to queue, and here, Bard respawned, he's coming. So ideally, you just go and recall immediately. It's not bad that you push this wave, as long as you also ping Pike and recall instantly. Because you see what you're doing right here.
Yeah.
It's a very, very bad thing, right? Like recall timings. We had to think about the death timer of Bard. Pushing this wave is not bad because he should be around the inhibitor, but be sure to ping your buddy. Let's push it together and then recall immediately. Because if you don't know that you have the item in base, then it's pretty bad. Then you push and then you recall. But yeah, Bard, as you can see, he could have been there. So ping your support to help you right there. Okay, Then let's see what you're gonna do right here. Okay. So this fight I didn't mind. Would I prioritize the wave or this fight? I would prioritize this fight. Because the thing is, yes, in general you prioritize the waves, but the wave is in a good position, and pay attention to this. You're in the ult range right there, and you have ulti. You see, this is the difference. This is the range of your threat. Do you remember last time when you moved to the enemy jungle? You were there, you moved to this fight. You didn't have ult, so in that case, just prioritize the wave. But if the fight is relatively close and you also have ult, yeah, you might need to ignore the wave in situations like this, especially because the wave in this case, it is stuck here. It's good. It's frozen. See, you have the minions, you Q. So the fact that you hovered here without thinking about the minions is absolutely good because of the distance and because of the resource, the ultimate. You have ulti. Super important. Okay. Then you're keeping the wave here. You're chilling a little bit. Pikes tries to do some Ooga Booga. Beautiful ping. Poking with a W. And let's see the limits right here. You try to ward, which is I wouldn't personally recommend because as you're going for a ward, you're losing minions. You're just losing minions. So ideally, you push this wave into the tower. If you want a ward, then you go for a ward. Or you go now for a ward. You go exactly now because all of these minions are low HP. But when you went when minions are low and you didn't like try to crush. So that's not ideal. Okay, and then here it was a situation where you didn't really know your limits very well. Playing around Pike, but as you can see, he's walking up and you're not with him. Like now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't stay here because then Bard Q is gonna get you both. But this positioning is good. This positioning is bad. I would stay a bit closer to him. This positioning is very bad. Like I would stay here. Because this is the Bard Q range. And this is the Bard Q extended range. Like if you stay there, you get Q through him.
Yeah.
So you should stay basically here. Basically here. Basically here. Right there. See your positioning? Very disconnected. And then here you W, you E. I would not really E. I would like W, auto Q. Or as he's channeling the hook, you can already use E. If you want to use E. But now, auto Q, he's dead. You don't need ult, you don't need anything. And then on this guy, you easily kill him. You have Kraken Slayer, you have ult. Remember that Smolder is useless. What do I mean by that? He just has Q and ult. So now, he has ult and he has 1 Q. That's all his damage, by the way. Now he has only auto attacks. So you panic with the barrier, you didn't know your limits, you panic with the ultimate. Yeah, Kai'Sa is not an ideal champion for players that don't have great game sense and mechanics. She's very fun, and the build with AP, the build will save you a bit. Because if you play with the AD one, with the Terminus, it's going to be a bit hard. So should we take plates here? Let's see. Based on what? Well, death timer of Bard. So we see he spawned no now, but it's just Bard. I mean, what is he gonna do? Auto attack you. You're low, but again, it's a Bard. It's not a Blitzcrank and Nautilus. So we care more about Smolder. We don't really care about Shyvana because we have massive vision in the jungle. So jungle threat, check. There is no jungle threat. Oh, she's even dead. Support check, check. He can't really kill you even if it's gonna come pretty soon. You have this massive death timer on the Smolder, and that's what you should play around. 9 seconds, so take it. 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so he spawned. Now you have 25 seconds, but you remember that 8 seconds, it's the recall. So if you want to take this wave and the plate, you gotta be fast because he just respawned, so you have time still. Let's see what we're gonna do. Okay, your damage on the plate, as you can see, is 30 damage, so it's not so good. He's coming. And then now, it is Hui. Smolder is right there. So it's still fine for you to take the plate. But in this case, unfortunately, the mid lane came. But this is like an example, so how can you know if you should take the plate? You should know based on the death timer and based on where the enemies are. So you can kind of think, hey, are they going to be able to, you know, come back in the lane in time? Can I get it? Or should I just recall instantly? Okay. So yeah, you had that situation where yeah, you didn't go aggressive because you didn't know where Smolder is. I told you, hey, don't go mid. Do you remember why I told you that?
I don't have bot tower yet.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just gonna like waste time walking up there and die to way
yeah,
because the 2-level difference.
yeah, it's much better to just get bot tower before you actually group to mid lane. So then you go to bot lane, you want to get some more items. Let's see what you're gonna do right here. You kill this guy. That's fine. Let's see the next mistake. 1300. Where is Smolder? Yeah, okay, you're getting these guys. Again, it didn't Q very much. You W, like hit out his Q instantly. Like, okay, I mean, sure. I mean, it can happen, you know. You hit the word, no problem. You kept your Q for so long, okay? And then here you're winning really hard, really hard. Just hit him and winning really hard. And you are scared, but as you can see right here, well, they're dead. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it takes 25 seconds to be in the lane, and it just passed 4 seconds. He's not even close, passing the inhibitor. You remember what he said here, right? Or not?
Yeah. Why didn't I just ult in and kill him?
Yeah, you said, oh, Smaller is behind him, of course. Well, not yet. Oh, not yet. Oh, he has a little bit. So you see this death timer thing? You need to be better at estimating where your enemies are. Okay, let's see. Then here word. You should just look to recall. You like to stay a lot because now think about it. Smaller is you have 1.3k gold and Smaller is coming, but he's coming with full HP, full items, and gold spent. So in this case, just recall. You have a lot of gold, crush the wave, Smaller is about to come. Why not? You know, it's the perfect base you can have. Then you're like, oh, but I'm gonna stay more. It's like, it's not bad to stay when your jungle is strong siding you because he's invading, but you have 500 HP though. 500, 600 HP, you're pretty low, right? So I would take the base. You have the item, so no need to do any crazy stuff right here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I want to teach you more things. I don't want to spend time only on the fundamentals. I also want to teach you some mechanics. Good, so follow for the fight. 1600. So you go to bot. You try to push. Kill them. And here you take the tower. Should you follow for the fight right here? Well, let's see. You're pretty chunked, as we can see, and you have free tower in front of you. So the short answer is no. You should just get the tower. You should get what's in front of you. And if the fight is really reliable, then you should move. If it's insanely reliable, but again, I don't know what's more reliable than a tower that you can get it, right? We're gonna decide on the number advantage or disadvantage, right? Number 1, distance. Number 2, resources. Number 3. So you have the tower in front of you. This is a 1 versus 2, and if you join, it's 2 versus 2. They're pretty healthy. The distance is not that bad, considering because you have ult, and your ulti range is like that. The only problem is you have a free tower in front of you, and the fight is not that reliable. Will I consider to go for the fight if it's super reliable? Yes. If I have my ult and I see them like this, sure. If they are absolutely free kills. But in majority of the cases, just get the tower. Get the tower, recall, no need to do anything crazy. Get the wave, you know, you shouldn't even look to go for that. Like you see, you're like still looking there. Just get the wave, no reason to do anything else. Just do the most important thing. And then here, just recall. Just recall, you have the item, 1.5k gold, you know, no need to do anything crazy. And here, it's okay to help with the Drake in general. If you really need, like, if you have a Sejuani, someone that doesn't have damage, or jungle, I don't know, something that is like useless, you might help. But the thing is now, is 1, we have Kindred level 11, he's so strong. We have Aurelia that will DPS, is so strong, and you have a lot of gold. Other than that, you have vision a lot of vision. Shouldn't help at all. Should only help if the chance of the enemy team getting it is high. So if you have a Sejuani and you need the damage, absolutely you should help. If you have absolutely no damage, everyone is alive and there is a chance that they can contest this, absolutely you should help. In this specific case, not really. Too much information on the map, you have wards, Bard died, we have so much vision on the Drake, there is no reason in this situation to help. Okay. Then we went mid, but as you're going mid, you need to look at bot wave, because the bot wave has to be caught by someone. So the moment you see Smolder on that wave, he's going to push it and get the free tower. So this is the exact moment when you ping Irelia. Ping Irelia to go bot lane, because you want to make sure someone catches that wave. If she does it, she goes bot, she takes the wave, she's going to win against Smolder. You play the mid lane and you just take the tower or play around your teammates. If she doesn't go bot lane, you should go bot lane. But it's important to ping now, like right now, because now is when the Smolder is about to push the very last wave before he gets to the tower. And if you ping now, she still has time to get it back, get it in time. So exactly now you should ping. And if she doesn't go, then you go, because you don't just want to share XP mid lane for no reason. And in the mid game is quite simple. Just need to follow your teammates. Jungle and support. Jungle and support. Jungle and support. Jungle, because he usually has CC and you can play around him. He dictates the game. And support for the same reason. He has Q, he has E, stuff like that. So those are the things. And you had some camera control problems where you're like not looking, you have this locked camera and not really seeing all of the HPs before you commit to the fight. But again, I'm not too concerned with this for now. Okay, let's see. Let's go into a practice tool. You go into a practice tool as well so we can do something. So let me know when you need to join practice tool. So we need to do something.
And then you just put me on Kaisa?
Kaisa, yes, Kaisa, ideally. Let's see. Okay, and let me know when you are in game. No skin.
I am in game.
Perfect. So you can cancel the animation of the upgrade if you press, well, if you press your E or if you press B. So if you press your ability E as the upgrade, like as you're doing the upgrade, as you're upgrading your Q, you're pressing B, you can cancel that. Or if you're doing it with E as well. So you only watch. You see my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
My appearance may frighten you, but make no mistake, I am on your side.
Okay, so I guess it's level 8. You see that, right?
Yeah.
See that?
Uh-huh.
Did you see how I upgraded by pressing E?
Yeah.
Okay, the easy way is the following.
Hold our ground, attack them in theirs.
See that? Pressing B.
Uh-huh.
So the key is you need to use your mouse. Left click. Do you have anything binded on the left click?
No.
Yeah, so as you're pressing left click, you either press B or you just press E. Okay, let's try it. Don't forget to share your screen.
Go.
Let's get the Q and we see.
What, Kraken Slayer?
You need to buy the jungle item because you have smite. Yeah. And that's fine. Did you press E as you did that?
Yeah.
Need
I
to
was
be a bit
spamming it.
faster. Yeah, I need to be a bit faster. Let's sell the item and let's do it again. Yeah, but be careful in game if you do that and you don't press undo, you know you're losing money, right? Just sell and buy
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see with the E.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay. We're gonna try more and more. Try to do it at the exact same time. The E. The left click and the E has to be at the exact same time.
I can make a difference here.
Why do I not have Q?
You need to level it up. Okay. I think you did it.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, let's try with the B one time as well and you're good to go. Obviously, you need to practice this in your free time. So it's gonna become clean. There are a lot of combos on Kai'Sa, but I'm not gonna have time today to talk about them. We can talk about maybe next time if we do Kai'Sa still. With B. Yeah, like that. See, typically it's easier with the B, but you're gonna stop. So pro players, they use the E with the E one.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's up to you. Like anything you want to use. Okay, good. So yeah, isolated Q. Okay, let me show you something else. Yeah, like as you approach the Doomy, you see my screen?
I do not. Let me do this. Yeah, it doesn't.
1 second.
There we go. Yep.
Okay, you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So as you're approaching the target, you spam Q. You see that? Like as I'm in the range, my Q has to be instant. Okay, also the combo on Kai'Sa, you do the R, then you do the W, and then you do auto Q. But what you can do is that you do it from the air. Like here, I do R here, and then I move my cursor here so I can double. Look at this, RW. So I do R here, and then I move my cursor so I can fire my W in the air. Look at this, W. See that? Look at this. So the W has to come instantly. So it's not like R first and then W. It's R and in the air you do the W. Like that. Okay, let's see if you can do this. Typically, I don't recommend Kai'Sa if you are not like really professional with this champion, but I think it can work for you, honestly. Especially because you don't have any crazy rank goal, you know? Let's see. Shift B to spawn a Doomy, and let's see the RW. Yeah, exactly, right? Do you use your R? Okay, you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can also use the R over the wall, right?
Uh-huh.
So you can also use it to your advantage in the games. Okay, this one is a bit trickier, but it works. So yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you, a little bit of mastery. Of course, typically I would wait and I would like show you like 10-15 minutes to how to do this and I will give you a routine. But now since we did